Would you look at his beautiful face? It's Ed Boon doing a sit-down interview with Skybound.com, and alongside Ed, we have the creator of Invincible and The Walking Dead, Robert Kirkman. And Ed and Robert Kirkman actually probably had like 30 minutes here on this panel during San Diego Comic-Con, and a lot was discussed in regards to, you guessed it, Combat Pack, guest character, DLC character, Omni-Man. So, Ed Boon confirms that Omni-Man is going to be the first character in the Combat Pack DLC. They mentioned that they've been wanting to do this for a long time. They've had talks about Michonne from The Walking Dead being a guest character in the past. Ed mentions how he saw the first episode of Invincible, and by the end, he knew he had another Mortal Kombat guest character in his hands. They talk about a lot. They tease the fatalities as well. At least the reaction that Robert Kirkman had when he saw his creation. So it's a pretty jam-packed interview for Omni-Man fans. If you want to see the full thing, I have it linked down below. Again, just to be focusing on the highlights of DLC character Omni-Man, because they talk a lot about MK1 in general. So I figured we'd just zoom in on all the Omni-Man information. So if you're excited for that, take a second and drop a like on the video. Without further ado, let us watch the highlights of this Ed Boon interview with Skybound from today, this afternoon, a few hours ago.
Always having conversations about, oh, wouldn't it be cool to get this character in Mortal Kombat? And somebody mentioned Invincible, and I watched the first episode.
Yes.
And I was kind of watching and going, you know, because it's very
That's all it took,
light,
guys.
you know, right
One
to the
episode.
end.
That's it.
And then that scene where he, well, I don't want to spoil anything.
Kills everybody.
The first episode,
everybody
first episode, final scene. I was like, okay, we got ourselves another character from Mortal Kombat.
I mean,
And,
So
it
yeah,
was
it's
amazing.
been a long
Yeah.
time coming.
How could you not? I mean, he looks menacing, horrifying.
Yeah,
He looks
yeah.
he's beautiful. I gotta say, listen, when I saw the trailer, I mean the teaser, I think the first question that popped into my head and into a lot of people's heads was, what is his fatality going to be? And now listen, I know you're not supposed to talk about it, but you know,
Fatality talk.
I feel like, I don't know, like maybe Mr. Lincoln has something to say about it.
$5?
You know, I'm just
$5?
I've never been more embarrassed.
That's
Yeah.
Boon's
I'm so
face when he sees
sorry.
the Dynasty video.
At least
shake
give
my
him
hand or
$10.
no?
She's trying to bribe with
$5. I'm not even gonna reach
$5.
out. Yeah,
As long as I can remember,
Boone seems so uncomfortable taking
getting
compliments. I don't
quarters,
blame him.
running to the arcade, playing Mortal Kombat 2. I played all the games on the home systems. I mean, Mortal Kombat X, like just the way that they have somehow kept that game fresh and new,
Yep.
like at the forefront of video games. It's just been amazing to see everything that they've done.
Get like
to-
RoboCop in the game and stuff
this
too.
stuff-
Like,
Boone's about to start
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah, we kind of feel like you know, we have these
Get emotional here.
bucket list list of characters, you know, because we you know, grew up in the 80s and the 90s, so RoboCop, Terminator, Rambo, so anybody that we all really get into, we're just like, we got to get him in Mortal Kombat. Like I said, when I saw that first episode, I was like, my God, we got
Diehards, get over it.
And
They're
we
not
have,
going anywhere.
You know, JK doing the
Nope.
audio for him.
No
right? Like,
way.
he came in.
JK
and
confirmed
wanted it
the voice actor for
it's as
Omni-Man. Let's
authentic
go.
as it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be.
That's
And,
awesome.
And you were sitting in on the fatality meetings and stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in the fatality meetings.
Fatality
I was in the voice
talk.
record sessions. So yeah, and it was great because, I mean, look, when I did that sequence at the end of the first episode of Invincible with Omni-Man just eviscerating the Guardians of the Globe, like, you know, that's me trying to do my best Mortal Kombat fatalities. And so
Yeah, 10 of them.
I went into that meeting on the fatalities for Omni-Man like, all right, I get to brainstorm with these
There you
people
go.
and come up with some cool fatalities.
There you go.
And then they started
That
presenting
explains
things
it.
to me, and it was like, oh, I am but a student, and these are the masters. Because it was just like, well, we could do this one, or we could do this one, or we have some storyboards for this one, and we have an animatic for something like this. And it was like, everything is solid gold. I don't know what to say. I have
Damn.
no notes. It's just the team.
That's how
that they
good
put
the
together on this
fatality
game
is.
phenomenal.
And
For
I guess,
Omni-Man.
to your point, do we partially have Ed to thank for Invincible
Both of them.
existing in a way?
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's Mortal Kombat in the DNA of everything that I've done.
That's amazing. The Walking Dead?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
that
like
makes sense.
yeah.
Wow.
Pay attention, man. Think back. It's all just crazy, over the top, bloody
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Fatalities for Omni-Man are not difficult because you just watch the first season and there's like 50 examples that all could work. So it's literally just a matter of weeding them down to the best of the best. And so
there you go.
That's the.
They're probably going to be from the show.
What
there
are
you
we
go.
not going to do?
A question for both of you. When it came to bringing Omni-Man to Mortal Kombat, what did each of you want to make sure that you captured specifically and really put it in the forefront when it came to
That's a
Omni-Man?
good question. Let's see.
Gosh, I mean, I don't know. Working with Ed's team is great because there's like an authenticity to the character of Omni-Man between the way that the voice lines were constructed and the way he's behaving, and they were very
authentic.
Clear on, like, we want him punching this way and we want him moving this way, and it's
Punches
it's a character
confirmed.
that can fly. You got a character that's got superpowers, and the amount of care that you guys put into making sure that you got Omni-Man right was just amazing. And as the
Robert
co-creator of the
Kirkman
character, it
approves.
was just really reassuring to see like that level of detail that you guys were so invested in. So my main thing is I just wanted him to like fit into the Mortal Kombat universe, like in the game, and not fuck things up too much, and allow like Mortal Kombat to be its own like awesome, amazing thing, and then have Omni-Man like kind of fit in there without being too disruptive. And that's something
Perfect.
that,
It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah,
That's why I wanted to happen so
From our
bad.
perspective, it was getting his look so it's indistinguishable. Like there's Omni-Man, but
He looks
in
good too.
Our Mortal Kombat art style, right? The kind of as photorealistic looking as possible. And then when you see in that
He looks great.
trailer that we released, you first see him, you really instantly get it. That's Omni-Man from Mortal Kombat. And so
Facts.
we watched the whole season, and every kill we were writing down, making a list of everything that he's done. And for us, like I said, it was just a matter of what is signature Omni-Man. So like there are a number of places, his intro, what he says to the players, his victory, his fatality, his all that stuff is we just wanted anybody who's seen the show, read the comics,
Let's
we want
go.
to give as many nods to them as possible. It's like, we know what Omni-Man is, and
That's
our
awesome.
goal.
Rob, do you feel like he's been captured perfectly as the
I
man who
feel like he's
created
been
him?
captured perfectly, and like this is the first time that anyone has ever seen a three-dimensional photoreal Omni-Man in an official capacity, and it's just absolutely stunning to behold. So yeah, I couldn't be more thrilled with what Ed and his team's been able to do.
It's gotta
Let's
be
go.
refreshing, too, from the perspective where, like, Robert, you have created a company where it's like you're still a part of it and you're still associated with it, instead of going through some giant corporation to get the rights through red tape and having to do all this stuff. So like it must have been an easier process to improve that than others.
Yeah, I mean that's something that Skybound's all about. Like me as a creator, anyone involved in any of our properties as a creator gets to have a hand in things. Gets to be able to have lunch with Ed Boon and talk directly to him about the possibility of one of my characters, showing up. And it's having that creator involved like brings authenticity and an extra level of care to the project. The same way that Ed is involved in Mortal Kombat, it's absolutely essential to have these creative people involved at that level.
That's awesome.
Stepping away from Omni-Man for just 1 second, you also introduced Homelander, another terrifying
Homelander
person.
talk.
The way he floated down in the trailer, I had shivers down my spine. What was it like bringing him onto Mortal Kombat?
Well, he's a little bit further down, like, since we released our characters.
Well, it's just Omni-Man's here and Homelander's further down.
I am obligated to
quote,
agree.
That's the quote I want to get. There's Omni-Man, and then there's Homelander, and then there's Omni-Man, and then there's Homelander.
Also, Omni-Man's not a crybaby,
And then
That's
we
funny.
just go further down.
We start with the best.
For Homelander.
That's funny.
It's fantastic. I'm very excited.
Actually, to your point before, like you said, there's always like hoops we got to jump through to make something like this happen, right? It's like we want to represent the character correctly, and so there's kind of feedback. But once both sides want to make it happen, You know, it's not us convincing, can we please use this character? Once both sides want to make it happen, those things are so minor on the grand scheme of things, and it's more focused on what can we do that's cool? What do we need to do? And then, you guys, what do you need? What, and
Right.
so that was the absolute experience that we had is how do we make this happen?
Right.
And then to your point, it's also like going through some corporation, you have a legal team you have to deal with who doesn't care about the IP. They just want to get it all legally cleared. And there's just not a passion for it. And for this, you just have Robert. And he seems to care.
Yeah, no,
Shoot him a text.
he's like, how do we make this happen?
Yeah.
So, okay, well,
and
let's
make it the best iteration possible
Yeah.
because he cares and you don't have to go through so many steps.
And also, Ed, I find it very hard to believe that you would ever have to go to someone and say, please let us use your character. I can only imagine people are just tossing you emails, gift baskets, everything to just have
the
a
Bugs
character.
Bunny people said no.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, they said Daffy Duck. None of them even returned our calls. So it's not as easy as you think.
Well, they missed out. They absolutely missed out.
I want to see Homer Simpson.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Elmer
I
Fudd
don't
would
think
have
they're
been
gonna return the calls
amazing.
either.
So, was the process similar with Omni-Man? Did Anthony Starr come in? Oh, wait.
Or with Homelander.
Homelander for yes. Did he come in to record voices for Homelander also?
Well, like I said, we're
Oh.
not as far along.
Right.
As we
Oh.
are. Like right now, our focus
Homelander?
is on and just
Not worked on
he's
yet? Voice-
first out the
voice
gate, we
is not
really
done
want it
yet?
to be as
Voiceovers?
big of an event. Everybody needs to have to play Omni-Man
Yes.
when he comes out. So that is our absolute drilled focus right now.
You
Well, I
hear
mean-
what he just said?
hearing
Omni-Man's the focus.
I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
Omni-Man's the focus.
And you know what? You absolutely nailed it. And yes, Omni-Man absolutely deserves to be the first and foremost everyone that everyone gets to play. So, and then the other crybaby Homelander with the milk thing. We don't care about him.
No, they're all going to be cool. They're all going to be cool.
Give him a little snippet or something that you would like to tell them.
Yeah, when we get Mortal Kombat 1?
Mortal Kombat 1 comes out September 19th, and usually, a few weeks later is when the
Boom.
first guest character arrives, right? And Omni-Man being that one, so that's going to be
Woo!
exciting. And I'm sure we're going
A
to
few
be
weeks after the release date.
releasing,
Let's go.
gameplay videos and things just to hype it up as we approach.
Let's
the
go.
release. That's good. You'll see
Confirmed.
plenty of hype videos coming before he comes out.
So there you go. That was a bunch of Omni-Man talk and some small Homelander talk. I guess it's cool to know that they haven't really even had the voiceover for that recorded yet. But yes, Omni-Man will be dropping first a few weeks after the launch. JK is doing the voice acting. Some talk about that fatality just being even better than what Robert Kirkman could come up with, and he's the damn creator of Omni-Man, how it all came to be, the relationship between the two. I am so excited to see Omni-Man in MK1, MK1. What do you guys think of this? Again, shout out to Skybound for the entire interview. It'll be linked down below. It's worth watching because I just highlighted the Omni-Man talk, and they talk a lot, not just about Omni-Man. So if you guys enjoyed the video, though, please take 1 second, drop a like on it, subscribe to some more content like this on the channel. Until next time, been your host, Ben Dynasty. You guys please take care, stay safe, I love you. See you in the next video. Peace.
Stepping on it crack, but I'm not superstitious. Count all these racks, I be steady counting my digits. Stepping on it crack, I am not superstitious. Counting all these racks, I be steady counting my digits.